All right, welcome back to Boring Land. Nick here.
Gabe.
And, we didn't plan it, but we kind of color coordinate today. That's kind of nice.
Every once in a while we get lucky.
Every once in a while, yes. So we are looking at Rocky Handsome last fight scene. Please don't give us a copyright claim or strike. This is said by this video in parentheses, best fight in Bollywood ever. There's even subtitles, which we love very, very much.
Right.
This stars a man that we don't know as far as an actor yet, John Abraham. What else is new as far as these Indian films? We don't know someone.
Right.
It's directed by Nishikant Kamet. And we are excited to look at this because we were talking before we started recording. He asked the question, what's the best American fight scene? He said, wait, don't answer. We'll get to it when we do it, make it more authentic. And I'm going to let you start off because I got to still think, what is the best? Because there's so many fight scenes.
Put me on the spot. You know what? Best fight scene ever. You know what? I think that for me, I love the Rocky fight scenes. They're so gritty. They're so, realistic, specifically at the later end of them. Oh, man. But the Creed fight scene, the last Creed fight scene, holy cow. That was, wow. It's the one that sticks out in my memory right now when I think about it.
But what about action film?
Action film, man. Oh, man. Fight scene from an action film. You know what? I got it. John Wick. Ooh, the fight scene
there.
But the new John Wick. Remember we reviewed it this summer? By the way, go ahead and check it out.
Right there in the eyes.
Oh, dude.
He thought I was going for the pound.
I thought he was going for the pound.
Right close to it.
We saw John Wick 3. We reviewed it this summer. We were like, man, this movie is gruesome. I'm surprised that didn't get as much hate as like Joker did for violence, because that movie was super violent. But that John Wick fight scene, it was real, it was authentic, it was gritty. Just watch that fight scene. Go ahead and pull that up, and you guys tell us if you think. What do you think?
Yeah, we got to do a lot more research on this because it's not really fair to answer on the spot.
Recency bias.
I love in Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, when they're in that room in the mine, and you got the orcs coming up, the goblins, wherever they are, and you got Legolas, and he's just like...
With all the arrows,
boom, boom, pulls it out of the guy's eye, boom, boom. That part's pretty cool. He's jumping down, sliding on people. That fight scene with all the different characters, that was pretty cool. Obviously the Mission Impossible fight scenes are great. Like you said, the Rocky fight scenes. There's a lot of them. There's some of their... Probably my least favorite fight scene of all time, I keep mentioning it a few times, is in the Lethal Weapon 1, where Mel Gibson, and I believe it's...
you got to bang the shoulder out of the...
What's his name? Gary Busey.
Yeah.
They have this... it's like 20 minutes long.
Longest fight scene ever.
Ridiculous. They all would have died 5 times each. For me, that was just like, okay, is this over yet? Because it's too long. I will say that I'm finishing up Boggy 1 right now, and that last fight scene is pretty incredible, too. And that's not an American film, but I'm enjoying that a lot. Obviously, as far as Chinese cinema goes, Ip Man, that had a pretty awesome fight scene where the leg just goes in different directions.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that one, too. That was getting good. You know what?
Oh, man.
That's just a hard statement to make. This is the best fight scene ever because... You know what? There's a lot of movies
but this one has been dubbed that by many of our viewers, whether they're subscribers or not. Obviously, if you are a child and you're watching this may not be the video for you if you do not like violence.
Absolutely. Turn away right now.
But we're going to start some 8 minutes of gloriousness here. Let's get into it.
Gratuitous violence, hopefully.
Villain. John Abraham walking. Music, setting it up.
See, I love it when you got the multiple people too.
The other guys just sitting down. They're like, I'm not getting that. Does it remind you of John Wick 3?
It does.
This came out before, obviously.
Or even The Eraser with Denzel.
The Eraser, that was Arnold. About,
Equalizer, sorry. Yeah.
These guys can't even get off the chair.
गलती क्या है तेरी? उसके लिए यहाँ मरने आ गया? लव thy neighbor को इतना सीरियसली नहीं लेना चाहिए. आंखें। मैंने कहा था ना, बहुत पैसा मिलता है।
Gosh.
देखोगे?
Oh. Wrong. He's feeling very confident about himself.
Wouldn't you? You got like 30 guys in there, man.
Not the way this guy's looking. Handshake, that's some good acting right there.
खोल के देखो, शायद वो आंखें तुम्हें ही देख रही हो।
What are the chances he uses that as a weapon in a few minutes?
Guy got some pythons on him.
तेरी बॉडी के भी सब पार्ट्स निकालूंगा और बेचने लायक कुछ भी नहीं बचेगा।
Oh. Oh.
He runs.
Oh.
Yo.
Oh.
You're in that leg there.
Ooh. Oh. This is like
Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
This is crazy. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh,
In the eye. I
no.
love it. Oh, please take this sledgehammer.
That's a big old sledgehammer. Oh, he's not done.
I mean, to the chest, he was probably already done.
No. Oh, I was wrong about using it as a weapon. I'm not even sure we can post this, man. Holy cow.
Put a disclaimer on it.
Guarantee it's not the eyes of his dog.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Why in the world?
And why shoot the can instead of him?
Yes. Just shoot him right there. What are you waiting for? This guy just destroyed all these people.
So that what makes you mad about.
Oh gosh, come on. This guy is so prideful.
Sorry, I would have shot him a couple times.
Yeah, then fight him.
Oh!
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 It's hard right there, isn't it?
Nah, he's above it.
No.
Yes! That was awesome.
This is insane.
Gratuitous violence.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are ever gonna see this because
Gotta do it.
we
Gotta do it.
we gotta draw the line at some point. we don't allow the F-bombs, which is a good idea. But that was a little too much.
We'll put a disclaimer on there like
Oh my
extreme violence,
goodness gracious.
N17 or something. Dude, that was
The only way I'd entertain posting that is if I can black out a lot of those stabbing sequences because that for me
was the best part about it.
it was, but man, we got a lot of students that watch these videos and holy cow.
Oh man, I tell you what, man. That reminded me so much of John Wick. I'm interested to find out when this movie came out to see if maybe because you said this fight scene's been around for a long
I
time.
want to say 2016.
2016, okay.
2016. So we're talking John Wick came out 2015 or 2014, I think.
Right. And it was the first time I ever saw, because I was going to see if the director from John Wick worked on this or vice versa, if the director from this worked on John Wick. But so many of the scenes were just like that. Obviously, there's some over-the-top fight scenes, fight things there that happen. But
that's in a lot of movies. Yeah, 2014 John Wick.
The realism of, some of those things. Wow. Okay, where do you put this fight scene compared to? You said Boggy, the last fight scene in Boggy. This is way better than that. It's got to be.
Now, I'm still trying to wrap my head around how I can edit this. I may take out entire sequences, but those of you that have seen the fight scene, you have access to watching it, and you know what part that I may have cut out there. But that was definitely an epic fight scene. I mean, you're talking about the creativity. If you get into a fight scene, and we've seen so many of them, especially when you have a big group of people and one guy, to be creative is a very tough thing, and to be unique, I should say, is a really tough thing. And the mouth with the knife, that was definitely unique.
Right.
The fact that I thought for sure he was going to use that as a weapon, but it makes sense. It represents his lost love or whatever. The guy, like we were making fun of, he shot the eyes, but he didn't shoot the guy. But then he throws the gun, so at least that answers that question. Like, he's got that big of an ego. He wants to see if he can take this guy on himself with his own butterfly knife.
Right.
This is definitely up there. I am very leery of ever watching something for the first time and saying it is the best I've ever seen because there's so much before it. But it's going to be hard to forget that. Going back to some best fight scenes, I mean, there's some scenes in The Crow that are pretty awesome as well, and that kind of reminded me of that with the knife and whatnot. But
I like
that was definitely graphic.
Rocky Handsome is basically Lando, okay? He shot first, because I love it. He comes up and, you're in a room full of all these people. You got to have some kind of advantage. And he just goes off. Which is exactly what you should do because you're outnumbered. Have that element of surprise. Don't let them strike first. So he did not Lando. I always say Lando Han. You know what I mean? And he shot first and he just, bam. And it was awesome. I mean, I tell you. It is extremely violent, so we may have to cut one or two scenes out. But as far as a great fight scene, it absolutely was.
Well, this John Abraham guy knows what he's doing too. I'm just looking at some of these. There's several different options. One of our videos is an option. That's kind of cool. Of videos you can watch. And we got Struggle Nation right there, and they reacted to it. Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Struggle Nation, but they're a great reacting channel. But they specialize mostly in American films and clips. And they heard about this fight scene, and so they reacted to it.
Right.
A lot of love for Struggle Nation. But, I mean, that was epic. I want to post this so bad.
I know, he's still trying to figure out what can I cut.
I'm probably going to have to cut out that middle scene with just all this.
That one was the best scene, though, was when it was...
Now I got to cut that out, too.
What do I do?
The kids are going to watch it. But holy cow, man alive! But that was very, very, very good fight scene. That was amazing. choreography was fantastic. And the thing that was nice about it is it wasn't so drawn out. I mean, when he had those 30 guys, he went the conventional way. I'm going to use my gun. I'm not going to be able to fight all these people. So, hats off to that fight scene. If you like this video, if you've seen this video, and you like this video,
you'll see the video.
Give us a thumbs up. And check out some other content we have. This is the only fight scene content. So if you are about to hurl or something, check out some other stuff and not make you hurl.
You know what we'll do? We'll post another video right after this with like puppy dogs and kittens and cupcakes and flowers.
No, that's too much work. But thanks for the request. And until next time.
Adios.